My friends, I'm really excited because springtime is right around the corner. I mean, we're talking weeks away. Why not let your curls down to flow in the springtime breeze? They're heat free also on top of it, and they're really easy to do. All you need is a pair of scissors and some old clothing that you don't wear anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna show you how to do it right now. Let's get started. The first step, we're gonna create our curlers, and we're gonna create them out of an old piece of clothing like a t-shirt or a scarf or anything that's kind of like cottony. And what you want to do is just lay it down flat, and then afterwards you want to take your scissors and you want to cut your piece of clothing into about 15 long rectangular shapes. The width and the length is going to basically depend on your hair. If you have really long hair, then you might want to make them longer. You know, short hair, they maybe don't need to be as long, but I made mine about half a foot long or so. Then the next step, you want to go ahead and put a slit in each of the rectangles. And I like to put my slit a little bit more to one side than the other, and I'll show you why in a second. But I leave it at least 1 or 2 inches of cloth at the end of each strip. And now I'm going to show you how to use these things first. So before I put my curlers in, I make sure that my hair is clean because it holds curl a lot better when it's like freshly washed. Then the next thing that I do is I take my blow dryer and I blow dry my hair on medium heat, not hot, because my hair is naturally curly, so I basically pull out the natural curl. I don't mind if it's like not perfectly straight, but I just don't want it really curly because then my new curls, they won't look right, and I want them to be flowing nicely together. Also, I do this because since my hair is long, if I were to leave my hair wet and then put my curlers in, it would just take way too long to dry on its own, and nobody got time for that. So once my hair is dry, I just gather a small chunk of hair and I loop it through that little slit that we created, and I just take both sides of the cloth, I pull it down to tighten up the slit, and then I just drag it down to the very end of my hair, and then I turn the cloth away from my face, and I just keep turning and turning and turning until I get to the top of my head, and then afterwards I just tie the loose ends together in a loose knot, not a tight knot. And it's really similar to like t-shirt curls or rag curls, but the only difference is that since we made a slit in it, it gives us more control of like the direction of the curl, so it almost comes out looking like we used a curling iron. And I'll show you in a second what it looks like after we finish. So just continue doing this all over your head until your curls are all in place, and then afterwards what you want to do is just wait for a few hours. And I just chill for like 3 or 4 hours because the longer I leave my curlers in, the longer they stay. If I were to leave mine in for like 1 hour, they would fall flat really, really quickly. So I leave them in for like 2-3 hours. But I also recommend maybe just going to sleep with them in, and they'll really hold. Now once you're done, you just want to take it and just gently unravel it. Don't pull too hard because then it'll like pull your curl apart and stuff. And this is what these curls end up looking like. Oh, so amazing. It almost looks like we used a curling iron, right? Because of the slit that we put in the cloth is going to, allow the ends of the curl to look like that, and it's freaking awesome. And these are my favorite heatless curls right now. And not every single one's gonna be perfect, but like for the most part, it's gonna look awesome. And then once you're done, just take your slits and just store them away in like a mason jar or like an empty jar you have. Just put it off to the side for later use. And then I just shake my curls out because I like mine to be really bouncy and flowy and kind of messy looking. But you can style yours however you would like, and this is what they look like when they're all done. I hope that you guys like it. For more heatless hairstyles, then just comment down below or just press the like button and I will do more for you. Okay, I'll see you soon. I love you. Bye.